Good lighting. Bad lighting.
Who are you?
He's lost, man. He don't know what the to do. I could tell.
Who are you playing with, sweetie?
You need to cut your dead ends and shit. Woo woo. Ain't that sassy?
This is a good faith message. I don't know how it is that I'm about to say what it is that I'm about to say, but I want you to know that this is in good faith. Do not allow other people's perceptions of what it is that they perceive as sassy to stop you from actually taking care of yourself. Just because it is a part of your hair does not mean that that does not constitute as you taking care of yourself. Your hair is an extension of you.
You know how every time we talk about natural hair growth plateaus, stunted growth, and the likes, it's usually hair that looks like this. Look deeper and you'll see that many times it's women with thin hair. You won't see Whitney in this department, or is it Sheon Okimi, someone that combs her hair and uses heat. But for some reason, she appears a year later with some disrespectful lengths. Oh yes, there's damaged hair, and there's also hair that looks like this.
Stop thinking see-through hair means it's unhealthy. This is a normal characteristic of fine hair. You do not need to cut your hair off solely because it looks like this. As long as it's not breaking or excessively shedding, it's healthy. And that's on my cosmetology degree, period.
And she's spot on. I've seen many people talk about their hair struggles with fine fussy hair. It's not cute enough. It's always giving boneless in hairstyles. Well, I'm just glad we've been able to get past the realization that hair can look like this and still be considered healthy and still look cute. Anyways, the more I see people come up here and talk about their struggles with thin fussy hair, the more it clicks in my head. Growth. Let's talk about the growth department. As old as it may sound, more length and more volume would solve over 90% of the what I ordered versus what I got issues surrounding thin fussy hair. Having your hair retain length at the speed of a snail just adds to the frustration of having thin fussy hair, doesn't it? I just thought we should go through a few challenges and possible solutions, and to get there I think we should look at the 2 isms that are growing thin fussy hair right now.
I'll bring it down now. And it's looking boneless. Bone. If somebody could tell me what's going on here, that will be very helpful.
I'm trying to be cool, but God, hey, Vite, I want you, Vite,
But that's not the only challenge. You think your hair is going to get longer, thicker, and fuller in the sun, even after being patient and avoiding overnight magic hair growth tips? No, it won't turn out like this too.
So, what are we doing to make our fine hair appear thicker? Like, are we putting curls in it? We using less heat? We not doing a flat iron? We just doing a blowout? Like, what are we doing? Because I cannot take this no more. I ain't got no dang old hair and I'm so tired.
It's fine if you're tired of the slow progress. Your feelings are valid. But let's get to the first ism. This one exposes us to the strategies and techniques that are fact-based and science-based. You know how people like to say, decolonize your mind? Now, think of it as doing the same thing, but for your hair. Unlearning everything you've been taught and relearning what your hair needs. Right now, I'm reminded of Lauren. So, there was this year that she literally kept her hair in scarves throughout. Like, I remember her revealing that she's on a mission to grow her hair to waist length and she's going to hardly let her hair stay out. Fast forward to the end of the challenge and the length retention. It was massive. The difference was as clear as day. But that technique was a no-no for many people, because it's like you're telling us that, hey, sacrifice your style and your freedom if you want faster length. But as someone with thin fussy hair, this is actually the reality. This is not me telling you to tie a scarf, but it's just so many things that disturb our progress. Friction, scratching, touching nails, pulling. Goodness, the list is long. There's even hands in hair syndrome. It's like all these habits we exhibit unconsciously are the things that our hair hates. It's ridiculous. It feels like the fastest solution is to sleep in a cave for a year.
Stop it.
While wearing a scarf. This first ism that exposes us to all these useful strategies and techniques, which I just talked about, is activism. Activism around unlearning and relearning habits to grow and retain length faster on thin, fuzzy hair. This next ism revolves around natural products and styles that our hair loves, not hates. So by now you probably know people install different styles for different reasons, but if it's length you're looking for, a natural protective style is non-negotiable. I mean, no extensions, no extra. It is what it is, especially for thin, fussy hair. Sometimes it feels as though protective styles were created for us. And I know we have so many, but the fierce battle is usually between mini twist and mini braids. Which one is better for fussy hair? Well, as a thin-haired girly who has tried both, I can boldly say that you can retain maximum length using both. The main factor is usually about how quickly your hair locks up, your schedule, how you install it, the takedown, the size, how long you leave them in, and how you maintain it. If you like to switch up your style often, then mini twists. But if you're a lazy natural with no extra time, then mini braids. Voila.
This was literally me a few months ago when I started my twist journey, but I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. So I've got fine hair, so I can't be doing them twists in no dry hair because it will just look very, 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 very thin, and it will not give it the little oomph that it needs. So if you've got fine hair or you don't have much density on your hair, do it on damp or wet hair. That's what I do once my hair's been freshly washed and all that stuff. I literally just do it on like damp hair. I put some leave-in conditioner, and then I do that and then seal the ends with some oil. Obviously you cream your scalp after, whatever, but yeah, do it on like damp hair. Do not part the sections so big. Don't even part them like that. Like, you can part the front if you want so that you can style it a bit better on the front. However, like in the middle and the back, don't part it like so precise. Just do freehand parting. Freehand parting is your best friend.
This is how I got my hair from this to this, before chemo took it away, of course. The main thing I did was keep my hair in protective styles. My hair was either braided or twisted. 99% of the time it was in a protective style. And even when it was braided and twisted, I would throw that in a bun too. So a double protective style, keep it in braids or twists for about 6 weeks or so, and they would just stay fine, or I'd redo it if need be. I would moisturize it often. So every night I let the shower mist just hit my hair, and I'd also spray my scalp with water every single day, and I'd always go in with essential oils and just do a nice little scalp massage. And then depending on how it felt, I would just seal in the moisture with either an oil or like a moisturizer, and I would just do this every few days, like 3 or so days. I always washed my hair in twists. This just made sure there was less manipulation, I didn't have to tug out my hair as much, and so I would just do the wash, and I would do the deep condition, I would do it all in twists.
Mini braids took my hair from this to this in about a year and 4 months. It's safe to say I'm going to be doing another year-long mini braid hair growth challenge. My hair is still quite short, but progress is progress. Progress is progress. So I'm not mad. I have fine 4C hair. I was experiencing a lot of breakage and a lot of shedding. So after I cut my hair, I was really looking for a protective style. I could literally just leave my hair in and nurse my hair back to health, essentially. And I found that mini braids was the perfect style for that. Once they're in, I can literally leave my hair in for up to 8 weeks. And I can keep up with my weekly washes, I can keep up with my weekly deep conditioning treatments. Granted, how easily my hair breaks, I'm surprised at how much length I've managed to retain over that year-long period. So I'm basically be doing the exact same routine. I've just put in a fresh set of braids, so I finished these last night. I typically don't wear it down like this. I always have it tied up in a bun, but for the most part, I do absolutely nothing to my hair aside from the usual, you know, LCO method, refreshing it.
Not all.
I have not seen people pile up products like thin fussy hair girlies. Come on, who lied to us? The hair is thin already, so what makes you think that it can withstand more load? No, you're not moisturizing, you're compromising.
Why don't you stream on TikTok anymore? Oh buddy, don't get me started. Oh buddy, don't get me started.
I need to say something to the hairstylist. I'm not going to blow out my hair before coming to you. That seems so counterproductive. If I'm going to put my hair in a protective style, why would I put heat and tension on my hair to blow dry it right before putting it into a protective style? Back with the African braiding shots, they used to wash and condition and then put some leave-in conditioner to moisturize your hair, and then they would braid your hair curly and put it in the protective style curly in its natural state after it's moisturized. If I try to hydrate my hair after it's blow dried, it's going to revert, and then y'all are going to be mad because I didn't come fully blown out. But why wouldn't I want my hair to be hydrated and moisturized going into the protective style? Why would I want my hair to be dry going into the protective style? Because then it's going to be dry for the 2 months that I have that protective style in. No, I want my hair freshly moisturized, as hydrated as it could possibly be before I put it into that protective style.
Blow dryers, you see, that's another enemy there, especially when you have this warped thinking that you have to blow dry your hair every single time you need to install a new style. Those fragile strands will keep disappearing. till there's only this left. In 2023, I came across Coily Diaries for the first time. I won't say her hair is very thin, but somewhere in between, I guess. And it was this video about making moisture last on your hair for days that I actually tried out, and I saw a major difference. I made humectants my best friend after watching that video. You see, these humectants, glycerin, flaxseed gel, slippery elm, fine hair loves it, especially that glycerin. Your thin hair would love it.
These are substances with the ability to attract water from the air. Humectants promote and increase moisture retention by decreasing and reducing the amount of water loss caused by evaporation. So obviously there are a ton of different humectants, but here are some common ones that you'll see in various hair products.
Spritz a little water on your hair before adding glycerin. Then you go in with your leave-in conditioner and your sealants, maybe castor oil, highly recommended, okay? The difference will be clear. At first, I didn't use castor oil as my sealants, I used shea butter, but the point is that keeping the hair damp and moisturized every time is key. Not damp like damp wet, but you know now, you never really want it to be dry. It's somewhere in between wet and dry. I don't know if that makes sense.
Moisturize your scalp and stop listening to every video on TikTok to tell you not to do so. People are telling you to spray water on your hair shaft because scientifically it's supposed to help moisturize your hair and get the nutrients in your hair shaft.
Your scalp is skin. You can't apply oil onto dry skin as it will sit on the surface. Same with your scalp. You can't apply oil onto a dry scalp as it will sit on the surface, creating product buildup. She was right. Stop listening to every video you hear on TikTok, starting with the one she just posted.
You guys aren't gonna like this. You're really not gonna like this. You guys were in the comments going against every suggestion that I was providing.
But a lot of people disagreed with her in the comments, saying that this is so not true. But I agree either way because experience varies. You know, sometimes it looks like the thinner hair keeps styles fresh for longer. I have close friends that make me think that way. What am I even saying? I have myself to learn from, okay? I have thin hair, though it has some volume, okay? Maybe medium density, not too sure. For mini braids, I'll say yes. It lasts long on my hair. But twists, they don't last for me. My hair be locking up in like 7 business days. Right now, I don't know how to explain all the reasons, but that's by the way. If your hair lasts in protective styles, then that's good for you because it actually helps with the length retention, you know, not having to undo and redo too often. So you see how thin fussy hair doesn't have to retain length slower than other hair types. I understand the frustration though. I know the experience is humbling, so to say, but you know what? You guys like to gatekeep. It's how easy you'll have it when it comes to washing, detangling, styling. Let me not spill too much, but I have a few people close to me with thick hair, and when I say that plaiting their hair literally splits my fingernails within the first few minutes. The strain on my fingers, it's real. Like, that is something I never experienced with my hair. So please, I'm grateful. I'm content. Like, we don't be needing all these many products on our hair to grow it. Simple and light, and we're good. Y'all should talk about this. The fact that they charge us less in salons. I mean, I'm not too lucky with that because my hair has quite a volume. But when the stylist actually touches my strands, she'll be like, okay, we can work with this. You know, I get to negotiate and they cut the costs for me. But imagine, volume plus thick strands. Girl, sit on that chair and pay that sister. You don't got to negotiate nothing, darling. You don't got to. And we have fine naturals that are really representing, I mean, the complete ASMR experience. Loving on their hair, pampering, experimenting with styles, and showing how cute and voluminous thin fussy hair can actually be. And length. When you talk about length, we have those representing us. We have people with length. I'm glad to say that I'm on that journey too. If you're not following If She So Pleases, No More Lies, you know, creators like this, I really don't know what you're doing because sister, those lengths, in fact, the length is lengthening. I've always loved to take tips from here and there, and when I say I'm seeing a difference in my hair, guys, I cut my hair earlier this year and I've been able to retain some decent lengths that I'm proud of.
biggest lie we've been told in this life is that black women cannot grow their hair. I literally grew my hair from basically bald to tailbone length. These are the things that I know for a fact helped me to grow my hair. Leaving my hair in twist, and even if it's not in twist, I am doing a very simple hairstyle. Next is using a lot of herbs in my hair growth regimen. Like, my hair started growing like crazy once I started doing the green tea rinses. I started doing the hair growth sprays and things like that. This next one is very underrated, but it is keeping my hair moisturized and hydrated. And the best thing to use for that is water. I know that we hate shrinkage, but you cannot, because of that, deprive your hair of moisture. Deep conditioners are very important when it comes to moisture, and also leave-in conditioners, but you already knew that. I know that this is a little bit controversial. Oils and butters grow my hair like crazy. I use it as a scalp massager, hot oil treatment, and to seal in moisture. I would rather postpone detangling than to rush through it, because that is how much it helps with length retention. I massage my scalp a lot. It is second nature to me. Nutrient deficiency is the leading cause of hair loss, so make sure you are eating a balanced diet. Ciao.